Hello, welcome to a book obsession. My name is Ashley Gunn, and this book review will be on Catherine Richmond's Spring for Susannah. It's an incredible Western. I don't have any idea how I haven't done a review on it so far. I think that I had just read it before I started my YouTube channel, so it hadn't gotten put in here. But it is an incredible Western, and so I felt like I had to do a review for it. Anyways, you start with this woman named Susannah, and she has just been orphaned. She agrees to marry her pastor's brother. You get that mail order vibe, but at the same time, Jesse's looking more for companionship than a wife. So although, he definitely wants a wife and a family and those types of things, he just doesn't want to be alone anymore. Jesse lives in an area all by himself. He got territory from the U.S. government. He has neighbors, but they're miles away, and then he has a town, but that is hours away. So unfortunately, he basically lives by himself, and he just is lonely. So when he talks to his brother, and his brother mentions Susannah, of course he's going to love the opportunity to bring someone out there. You're going to have Susannah, and her life is literally going to be uprooted. She's going to be taken out of the city where everything is easy for her, and she's going to be put on this farm where she doesn't really have any neighbors, definitely doesn't have a city environment. And then she's going to be with a man that she doesn't know, living in a one-room studio, essentially. Jesse used the materials that were available to make his house, which is basically like mud and straw. And so it's just one room. Kitchen, living room, bedroom, the whole thing just in this one little dome, basically. And then during the winters, when it's a hard winter and they can't leave the house, they are literally stuck in there all by themselves all winter long. So it's definitely going to be just a huge change for her as far as lifestyle goes. She relies heavily on Jesse to just kind of get her through her days, teach her what she needs to know, how to be safe, and how to help and be productive on this farm. She does know some basics like sewing, cooking, cleaning, those types of things. But at the farm, there's more stuff to do. There's more chores that she's going to have to do just to pull her weight there. At the beginning of their marriage, Jesse does not expect them to have any kind of physical relationship or anything like that, just simply because, out of respect, they don't know each other. And eventually, as they do get to know each other, that will become part of their relationship. But I thought it was great that Jesse was just such a gentleman about it. The best thing about this book is that it includes everything that great Westerns do. So it starts with expanding territory, really working the ground, working the farm, what types of things that Jesse has to go through working to make himself something. He's this guy who doesn't have much and wants to make something. And then you have locusts, you have the Indians, you have the U.S. Army. I mean, it is just absolutely incredible. So at some point, locusts do destroy the farm, like I mentioned, and then Jesse has to leave because he thinks he knows of this quick job that he can do that's going to help him get some money so that they can afford seed for the next time. Makes sense? And when he leaves, he actually gets captured by the Indians and held hostage, which leaves Susannah in a situation where now not only did she already kind of feel hesitant about the fact that she's on this farm alone, she just has this gumption about her where no matter what happens, she's going to fight through it. No matter how hard it gets, she's going to work through it. And you definitely get that about her spirit. She is just so strong. This is an incredible book about her strength. When Jesse leaves, now Susannah has to prove herself. This farm has become her dream as much as it is Jesse's. So she wants to figure out how to make it work, and she wants that legacy also. By the end of this book, you love Susannah, the amount of pride that she has, the tenacity to go through everything she's gone through and still be an amazing woman, a godly woman through the whole thing. Just absolutely incredible. You will love this book. There was nothing about this book that I didn't like. It's just absolutely incredible. Again, that's Catherine Richmond, Spring for Susannah. I'm going to put the author's link as the very first link in the description if you'd like to pick it up. This book I also know you can pick up on the Overdrive app if you have that. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave that in the comment section. If you like this review, go ahead and like it. If you want my book reviews every Tuesdays and Thursdays, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you all for joining me.